Today there were 4 exercises scheduled, the first one of which was comp pause bench up to 2s at 9, then after that was deadlift with a belt up to 2s at 9, and the final 2 exercises were militaries up to 7 reps at 9, and then squats up to 5 reps at 9, all of those with a 4 to 6% drop. What we're watching here is the top set of my bench press, and this one was 137 kilos for 2. I would have liked to have gone a bit heavier, but the final couple warm-ups at 130 felt a bit hard. But I just focused this set, getting really tight, squeezing those shoulder blades as hard together as I could, trying to force those knees out as I lift to try to stop that butt lift. And it was a pretty good double at 9, so I was pretty happy with that. They're pretty good comp pauses. Next 2 sets were at 130 kilos, dropping approximately 6%, and those were basically bang on what I sort of expected those to be. The first one was an 8.5 RP, second a 9. Feeling pretty confident on the bench. I know that this isn't really super heavy for me by any stretch of the imagination, but the smoothness of the reps today was pretty good, and it didn't feel too heavy in the hands. It felt like a pretty good weight and a pretty smooth weight. I'm thinking of opening at approximately 145 kilos on the bench press, so a little bit heavier than I've opened before, but I'm pretty confident that with some rest that's going to be a really nice, comfortable opener. After today we have 2 days off before I do my openers on Saturday, openers for all lifts, so that's actually going to be the longest rest period that I've had since my last competition, April 27. So it's been a long time with only 1 day of rest in between, and sometimes that day has had GPP, so definitely really looking forward to a break, and I think the freshness on Saturday will make a huge difference. And obviously next week all we've got really, I'm just going to go through my warm-ups once I get to Russia, probably the day after or so after I get to Russia, and then just rest till comp day really. So there's going to be plenty of resting, which is going to be pretty key, I think, because it's just been something that's been lacking a bit, and I mean that's just trying to get that built up fatigue that you really want with training. You know, you want to be trained, overtrained a little bit, or overreaching, I suppose, so that you can have that bit of a rest and then come back really strong, super compensating. So here's my top set on the deadlifts. Pushed a little bit too hard, but they still felt alright. There's a funny little thing going on with the bar above the knee where it almost looks like it bounces. I think it may be something to do with the whip of the bar. It's a little bit odd. I missed the drop set here, didn't quite record that, but it was pretty much bang on a 9, no real drama. I then went on to the militaries, and these squats, I did these sort of back to back just because I wanted to bust them out, didn't want to muck around too much. This is a rep PB on the military. It's a very weak exercise for me, but at least I know I'm making some progress there. Here's the top set of the squats, a very ugly 5, backwards rounding, all sorts of ugly things, but hey, I got the 5 and ground through it and just dug in and got it. So you can see I'm walking out the opposite way to what I normally do. It's a little bit awkward, there's a little bit of a drop, but I just wanted to get through these, so I just decided that was what I'd do. And it worked pretty good really. There was no real issues with it. Got a little bit of a breather on from backing the exercises up. But pretty much I just want to really say probably a huge thank you to my training partner, Jono. He's been, working hard all the way through as well. He's been hitting some pretty big numbers, which I can't really give away too much, but he'll be competing on the Saturday after I compete next week, and he's going to hit some pretty big stuff. I'd also like to say a big thanks to Mike Teixeira. He's put the whole program together for me. I've been working with him since about 3 weeks before CDs, and he's done a real good job of giving me a well-rounded prep. And although I've overdone a few too many RPEs the last few weeks, I'm pretty sure the numbers that I put up on the platform should reflect that he is really a master of training. He knows a lot about how to train the body, and I've learnt a lot from working with him and correspondence with him, so I've really enjoyed that and looking forward to meeting him at the World Champs. It's been a real good training cycle, a really tough training cycle, hit a lot of rep PBs and things in the gym, so the confidence levels are pretty high. These last couple of weeks I've felt a little bit beat up, but hey, that's what you expect to feel at this stage, and just can't wait to have that rest and to really bring it next Friday in Russia. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a great experience. I'm really looking forward to meeting a few of the powerlifting heroes that I have. It's going to be a real choice experience and just looking forward to it. So not long now, opener Saturday, then fly over, a few warm-ups and game day. Can't wait, bring it.